Morphin time! Dragon Sword! Mastodon!
Pterodactyl!
Triceratops!
Saber-tooth tiger!
Tyrannosaurus!
Yeah!
Hello everyone, Julio Toy Reviews here, and this is a review of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Movie Red Ranger figure and Legacy Yellow Ranger figure. Now, I got these two, which is an odd pair to get because they were the only ones that were at my Toys R Us when I went on my birthday. So, the only ones I could find were the Movie Red Ranger, and thank God I found the last one there. And they had a bunch of the Yellow Rangers, so I don't know why they didn't have the other Legacy figures. So, let's get started with this review. Before we review the Yellow Ranger figure, I'd like to inform you that Thuy Trang, the actress who played Trini, the Yellow Ranger, over here on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the first Yellow Ranger to be specific, passed away in 2001 because of a fatal car accident. Let's give a moment of silence to remember her. So here is the Legacy Yellow Ranger, and I really like this figure. The paint job is well done. You have some great articulation here on the arms, the feet, over here on the hands, the head. And I know what I'm about to say is going to sound really perverted, but trust me, it's not. You can finally spread the legs. Yeah, I know that sounds wrong, but it's something that I've been wanting for these female figures for a long time. Because back then in Overdrive, you could have the female figures sit down and everything. And that way I could use them with my playsets easily. So you can sit down, make them sit down over here, and the skirts are just painted on. But ever since Jungle Fury, they've been putting the skirts attached to the figure so you can't move the legs, like Dino Charge Pink here, for example. So finally, they allowed some leg movement, which is a pro in my opinion. And they should do this with more female figures, because Bandai of America is pretty sexist. And I'll talk about that another day. I'm not going to go on this toy review right now ranting about how Bandai of America is sexist. But let's just say they are. Because they think that Power Rangers only appeals to boys. It doesn't only appeal to men like me, but also appeals to girls as well, sometimes. Heck, I know some girls who like Power Rangers. So, here it is, the Yellow Ranger, and it's not bad. Let's take a closer look at the Power Daggers, which can connect to the other Legacy weapons to form the Power Blaster. Unfortunately, I only have the Legacy Green Ranger and White Ranger as the other Legacy figures, and their weapons don't combine to make the Power Blaster. I need to get the other Core 4, which is pretty hard to find in my Toys R Us. But this figure is still pretty decent, and I highly recommend it to you if you want a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers figure for display of the Yellow Ranger. So now, let's go over the Movie Red Ranger. So here is the Movie Red Ranger, and he looks pretty nice. This is the first time that we actually get the movie suits in figure form. Because back then, when the movie was released in 1995, we got figures of the Rangers, but instead we just got metallic figures. We didn't get, like, figures that look like the suits from the movie, the armored suits kind of look alike. This figure is pretty nice. You have the Tyrannosaurus helmet over here. You have the Blade Blaster in its blade mode. And you can attach that to the hand. You have articulation over here on the arms, on the legs, the feet, the hands. You can even move around the holster and the head. And that's basically it for articulation. I was surprised to find at least this movie figure in Toys R Us, because my Toys R Us almost has nothing, and I was really surprised to find at least this movie figure. I was like, I wonder if the movie figures are here, and this was the last one that they had, and thank God that I got it. And right here, you may be asking about this head. Why is there another head here? Did I just decapitate a figure? No, I didn't. This actually comes with the figure itself. It's a swappable head, because in the movie, the Red Ranger uses a power scope, I think it is, here on the helmet, which it kind of looks like RoboCop when you think of it. If you think of the visor like this, it looks like RoboCop a bit. So basically what you're going to do is that you're going to decapitate your Red Ranger. Right there. It takes a lot of strength. And you're going to place this new head in. If you want the power scope. Honestly, I like the power scope, but not to a degree where I would have this all the time on the figure. I would rather have the normal helmet, because, well, this is the one that they use on the show, and mainly most of the time in the movie. So that's basically it, and this figure is pretty good. I recommend it if you are a fan of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, and if you like the movie suits. Look. So now, let's get to my final thoughts. Overall, these figures are pretty nice, and I recommend them to anyone who's a fan of Power Rangers or of the Power Rangers movie. It's nice that you have the interchangeable head for the Red Ranger to represent the power scope, and the Yellow Ranger, you can finally spread the legs. I know that sounds wrong, but I explained the articulation problem with other female figures. I'm Julio Toy Reviews, and I'm signing off. Thanks for watching, everyone.